Your brain is a supercomputer. It's a high-performance machine capable of calculating chess moves 20 steps ahead of everyone else in the room. You see the patterns before they form. You spot the point of failure in a project before the meeting even starts. But instead of using that power to build an empire, you're using it to micromanage your own anxiety. You're spending your massive cognitive bandwidth trying to figure out why a friend's tone shifted slightly in a text message, or why a situation next Tuesday might potentially go wrong. It's like driving a Ferrari in a permanent traffic jam. The potential is limitless, but your actual speed is zero. You have a mastermind brain, but you're trapped in the prison of control. Today, we're breaking down 9 signs you're wasting your highest intelligence on survival instead of creation. Let's see how many of these you're carrying in your backpack. Sign number 1, the 3 a.m. simulation. Your intelligence turns into a catastrophe generator. You aren't just lying awake. Your brain is running complex simulations of events that will likely never happen. You're wasting massive cognitive resources on insuring against risks that exist only in your head. You're practicing rebuttals to accusations that haven't been made. You're mapping out exits from situations you'll never be in. This is a strategist power turned inward. It creates nothing but cortisol. Your backpack is heavy with rescue plans for imaginary fires. Sign number 2, low tolerance for inefficiency. You have a physical intolerance for inefficiency. It irritates you when people do things slowly, poorly, or just plain wrong. Your brain has already found the shortcut, solved the algorithm, and seen the finish line while everyone else is still opening the box. Waiting for others to catch up to the obvious causes you actual pain. You often take over and do it all yourself, not because you love the work, but because you cannot stand the chaos. You're spending your time fixing minor mistakes instead of building your own grand projects. A mastermind mind, trapped in the loop of correcting mediocrity. Sign number 3, the need to know why. You can't just perform a task if it feels meaningless. You need to understand the entire architecture of the process. If you don't see the logic in an order, a rule, or an event, your brain goes on strike. It simply refuses to work. People might call you stubborn or difficult, but it's not about your personality. Your intelligence is physically incapable of faking activity for the sake of activity. You need meaning as much as others need oxygen. Without the why, your internal processor doesn't even boot up. It leaves you paralyzed in front of the simplest tasks. Sign number 4, emotional dissociation under pressure. In a crisis, you become frighteningly effective. You know how to instantly shut off your feelings and turn into a pure algorithm. While others drown in emotion, you solve problems like a chess match, cold and calculated. This is your superpower. But the trap is that you often forget to turn those feelings back on when the crisis is over. You get used to living in robot mode because it feels safer, more efficient. As a result, you manage the task successfully, but you lose the connection to yourself and the people you love. You turn your life into a never-ending series of spreadsheets with zero joy. Sign number 5, pre-solving conversations. Before you walk into a room or start a difficult talk, you've already played out 15 different versions of it in your head. You aren't just preparing. You're building a complex decision tree. You're crafting answers to questions that haven't been asked. You're constructing defenses against objections that might never exist. It's the strategy of a grandmaster, but you're wasting it on everyday life. By the time the actual conversation starts, you're already emotionally exhausted from the battles you fought in your imagination. You're so focused on the script that you miss the actual moment. You lose the genuine connection because you're too busy reacting to a simulation. Sign number 6, hidden perfectionism. You aren't the typical A student who obsesses over every tiny detail. Your perfectionism works differently. You simply cannot stand chaos or mediocre results. Your mastermind brain sees the perfect finish line instantly. If you realize you can't reach that peak on the first try, you'd rather not start at all. You mask this as laziness or procrastination, but in reality, it's a paralyzing fear of incorrect execution. Your intelligence has become your own harshest censor. You're holding your best ideas hostage because the real world feels too messy for your blueprints. Sign number 7, pattern recognition. You see connections where others see only a series of accidents. You predict people's behavior, project outcomes, and market trends long before they become obvious. But your problem is that you often stay silent. You're tired of explaining the long, logical chain of your conclusions to those who only see the world in fragments. To others, you seem strange or pessimistic. In reality, you're just being objective. Your mastermind intelligence is a powerful radar. but you're using it only to dodge incoming hits instead of using it to navigate toward your own success. Sign number 8. The burden of the point of failure. In every new plan or piece of good news, the first thing you look for is where it might break. Your brain automatically scans reality for vulnerabilities. You aren't a pessimist, you're an engineer of reality. But this habit stops you from simply enjoying the moment or celebrating a win. You're already thinking about how to sustain the result and what risk wait at the next stage. You're spending 100% of your mental energy on defense and reinforcing the walls. You've forgotten that fortresses are built to be launched from, not just to hide in. Sign number 9, chronic mental fatigue. You aren't tired from your work, you're tired from the maintenance of your own brain. The constant background monitoring of reality is burning you out. While others are just living, you're busy funding an internal security team, an analytics department, and a strategic planning headquarters. By the evening, your backpack feels impossible to lift, even if you sat in silence all day. This isn't laziness. It's not depression. It's an overheated processor that has been running at maximum capacity just to control things that, in the end, don't even matter. Your mastermind mode is a gift, but right now, you're using it as a shield instead of a sword. Your need for control is just fear disguised as high intelligence. Your backpack is full of heavy armor. It's time to take out the tools and start building bridges toward your real goals. The world needs your patterns. It needs your depth and your vision for complex systems. But it won't get them while you're busy micromanaging your own anxiety. If you feel like your processor is overloaded by the little things, write overload in the comments. It's time to point that power toward creation, not just self-defense.